Welcome, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning into your July reading. I hope you all are doing well. My apologies for, doing your reading this late, but I was thinking we still have half of July to go, so let's do a reading anyway. Cap, I really have been feeling you guys been through it, and this energy is stabilizing, so I'm sensing that you're gaining all the perspective that you need from these times, and are able to really put things into motion. I'm sensing that the universe is asking you to get outside your comfort zone and take a leap of faith, not because you necessarily need to embrace change just for the change of it. It's mostly because they want you to take a leap of faith towards your heart's desire, towards what brings you that level of fulfillment. And I'm sensing that because there's been a lot of energy in your second house as well. Just overall, I'm feeling that the change is necessary to remember what's truly important. And I feel like you guys have had this level of motivation and inspiration through a certain source for a certain reason, and it was all to build. In the end of the day, it's all about building and creating a stable foundation and build up on that and keep going and keep moving. And I totally get it, but sometimes while you're in the midst of creating and building, you lose track of what you're doing it for or what is truly important, and maybe leave some things along the way that actually brought you that level of contentment and fulfillment while you were building on other things. So I'm sensing you are getting a new lens, a new filter added to your perception and how you look at things and why you do certain things, and also prioritize the feeling of contentment and fulfillment and love and just being in the moment and creating memories instead of just creating resources and things to build it upon. So it's important to let life guide you a little bit. If things are delayed, they're late for a reason, and if they are being speeded up and you get a little bit uncomfortable, just know that it's also for your good. And also it just connects to showing you there are other ways of doing things, showing you that there is more love and contentment and fulfillment out there for you guys. So that's something I felt guided to share. You have peace. It's one of my favorite cards from this deck. It says there's no need to worry, Capricorn, as everything is working out beautifully. This is an affirmation for you guys. There's no need to worry because everything is working out beautifully. I'm at peace, and so it is. One day at a time. Okay? Even in the chaos, you can be peaceful. Alright, let's pick up the tarot card for you. So this deck, we have just had your full moon, so happy full moon. Seventh house energy is activated, 10 of Pentacles energy is activated, and at the end of July, so right at the end, 28th of July, we have the full moon in Leo, and that will be in your 8th house. So moving from the 7th into the 8th. That's really, really going to help you to look a little bit deeper and have certain experiences, especially related to other people and outside yourself, how they reflect back within you. So those experiences connected to things on the external will definitely enlighten certain things on the internal with the Queen of Cups. Okay, so if the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, you could have someone in your surrounding with water energy, a lot of water in the chart, having a little bit of like issues with their health or their finances, or overall their well-being. The Devil is here with so you are here, Capricorn, and the King of Cups with the Page of Swords. All right, so I am seeing that there might be some duality going on. You might, if you are partnered up, I'm sensing that you and your partner are sort of on the same level in certain things, but then have a different way of going about it. I'm sensing you're more independent, trying to sort of, put your head down, get the work in, and the other person's way more like, no, I'm trying to get everybody included. Let's do this as a community. And you're maybe a little bit more on like, I'm not gonna call somebody and have a whole conversation. I'm just gonna ask Google, quickly get my answer, and move forward. So it's a little bit different around it, but I am sensing you both are learning a lot from each other this time. If you're not partnered up and you're not in a connection in that way, this could be a business partner or a friend or someone who's close to you, who understands you and gets you on a certain level, and also you are vulnerable with about certain deeper issues or deeper aspects of your life. All right, so you're more vulnerable with the person who stands close to you. That could be a love interest, or it could be like a really close friend or sister, brother, anyone you feel that level of safety with, and who's also on a similar journey. Because if they're not on a similar journey, Cap, you don't feel really the need to open up about it. So the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Three of Cups. So I am sensing that there was energy of just really feeling emotions and emotional, and just like they're just in there. Cancer season is like a lot of emotions and things coming up and boiling up from the bottom of the ocean, and here we go. Should we deal with it or not? I feel that you're maybe have been reflecting a little bit. It's like, okay, energy, but I'm just gonna have a nice time, or I feel sad, but I'll just have I'll just go out, I'll just do this. And it's like a little bit of like, I know it's there, but I'm just gonna sort of dance around it. I'm sensing that you're developing a way better ways to like deal with those emotions and put it in the right category, and so you can sort of deal with it. So I'm seeing you taking things way more head on. If something is bringing you out of balance, you're taking things on like this, like, I don't feel good, so I'm gonna talk to this person. I don't want to do this, so I will have to just put it on the back burner, and I'm going to do this instead. It's like using your emotional guidance, basically using it as guidance. So emotional being. So if you don't feel well, then you say, okay, why am I not feeling well? Like, what's going on? Let's see if we can come up with a solution. So moving forward, I don't have to feel this way, instead of just neglecting the fact that I feel this way and still doing the thing. So it becomes more important, and I think having that activated at this time really helps you to get certain things into motion. This is a time where we can, especially between now, like your full moon and a new moon in Leo that's coming up at 28, these 2 weeks are very, very good to put things into motion, and they will reap rewards down the line, the rest of the year, basically. So I'm also seeing this a little bit half a year check-in. Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So we already have three queens here. So you might be surrounded by 3 women, or you are one of the 3. But overall, I'm just sensing a lot of feminine energy. The feminine energy around you is very dominant at this time. This could be a feminine within you who's trying to make you more creative with things, and sort of canceling out the masculine who just does ABC, and it's like, no, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should do it, reversed, and it might work better. So your creative energy is flowing. You're having a better view on what you're feeling and why you're feeling it, and what you could do with it constructively. The Six of Swords here with the Queen of Pentacles as well. It's like, I'm sensing that you may have had some financial troubles or issues, or you were coming from a place of, I don't see how to pay this. I don't know how, like, I can't see it. That brought a little bit of turmoil and disbalance and disharmonious energy. And I'm sensing that all is coming in alignment. You really are doing the inner work. You really are making the cuts and the applies, okay? And it's bringing you a much better, stable grounded energy, which you can really use at this time. It's all about grounding yourself and coming from that stable place, and read into things. Like if you notice you're like quite balanced and you're doing quite good, and you talk to somebody or you have a conversation or whatever, and you notice that your energy shifts, read into it. It's like, okay, you know what, I had a really good morning, and I felt like my afternoon was so off. What happened between the morning and the afternoon? Like, did the moon change signs? Wait a minute, I talked to that person and I was like sharing their things, and after that I kind of just couldn't shake it off, and now I have a hard time focusing on things I promised myself I would do, right? So understand and read into it, not in a place of judgment, not in a place of like that is bad and that's great and that's no good. It's like I just need to read into it so I can put it into motion, and I can make it work for me instead of against me. If you notice, if you talk to someone, and of course you want to be there for someone, you guys are always great friends, so you want to be there, you want to listen, you want to show up, but do it in a moment where you have energy to spare, and after that recuperation time, like recovering energy. Not that you do it right before you actually have a really important meeting, a really important thing, something you promised you would do for you, and then you have a hard time actually either being productive or enjoying that thing that you were supposed to do. So from that, just putting things in a different way, allowing your feminine energy to creatively make a new schedule on how you go about things. Maybe you need a new nighttime routine or a morning routine, and it's just going to make everything flow better. So those answers will come to you, and for some of you it's really by someone else pointing it out. Fine, allow them, because it's an 8th house energy. It's like from you in relations to other and how they're feeling and what you're doing and all of that. So it's about staying comfortable with your, how to stay grounded in your own femininity, but also your independentness, so your own independent energy, while you notice that maybe you have to move in with someone for a little bit, where you have to adapt to their things and their culture and their things. Like, even then you can still sort of hold your own little routine, hold your own things, and still do this and this and this your way and for yourself. And so you have more space to open it up and to combine it. It's all about combined resources, combined finances, combined housing, combined food, and it's all about combining things, but still not letting go of these necessary steps for you that you need in order to stay grounded in who you are and what you want to do. One sec up. Here we go. We have the 8 of Cups that fell down. So you are definitely taking a journey down to go up. It's like you go down the river, up the mountain. River deep, mountain high. Okay? You're diving deep into what's going on at the core. What's going on in the core is what I'm hearing. A lot of like yellow energy, yellow and orange energy, anything like with food, like oranges or lemons, or anything that has a yellow orange tone to it will definitely be beneficial for your energy at this time. Okay, to enlighten that in, and especially during Leo season. 5 of Wands, Page of Wands with the 7 of Cups. So I'm sensing that you're releasing one issue. You're releasing either something you worry about and then it gets resolved, or you resolve it first and then you have like 7 things left. But you go from like feeling like you have no option and you want nothing to like, I actually do have options. I don't have the space to make a decision yet, but at least I now see from a space of I actually have options. So I'm just going to take some time, bask in this energy, go over and review them, and then from that space I'll make a decision. Instead of nothing is good, nothing is working out, I'm just gonna walk away, I just want to be alone. It's like, that's a different energy. So I'm sensing you're moving away from that space. Again, he's here again, the man with the hard name. Melchizedek, I'm still gonna have to look that one up, and I'm gonna have to fix this deck. Higher learning, you have learned from experience, Capricorn. Pat yourself on the back. I've learned from all my experiences. I'm learning through all my experiences. Brush up those shoulders. Brush it off. Brush it off. Actually, I have some glitters on my shoulders. See? More inner study is now required to further progress. Exactly, like I said, going from feeling you have no options to like, hey, I actually have options. So I'm going to take some time to inner review how I feel about these options and what's the best thing for me at this time moving forward. Okay, what else for my Capricorns? Here we go. You have letting go. Ooh. Release the past can seem like a challenge. Releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be very liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow this situation to lead you to a much more joyful, remember I was talking about that, much more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. Wow. Well, damn, angels. That's a confirmation. Changing your thought processes about things. You see? Releasing it. Coming to a moment where you're like, I can use this actually. These emotions are not here to like sort of hunt me and flush me over and like making me feel all kinds of ways. It's actually guidance. It's actually my superpower. I have options. That doesn't mean that I right now know exactly what I need to do and that's gonna bring me the comfort. It's like, no, the comfort is into knowing that you have time, you have space, and you have options, and that in time you will make the right move. Take a leap of faith, letting go, so you can move into this Ace of Cups energy, everything overflowing. Love, kindness, compassion, healing, abundance, well-being, forgiveness, recuperation, retreating. It's like to everything. Rest and recuperation. Just have all your cups overflow for you. Every day, in every way, you are getting better and better, Capricorn. You are getting better. You have a number 4 energy coming through very strongly. So if you see the 4-4 or the 4-4-4 or just the number 4 that keeps popping up, it's a sign, it's a confirmation that the angels are helping you to let go what needs to be released in order to open up for the thing that's meant for you. All right? Have a beautiful rest of July, and I am working on some stuff, so I probably will be back sooner than you think. Okay, Cap? I love you. Mwah. Have a beautiful month, and have a lovely day. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I really do.